Good day, everyone. As explained in our previous lecture, we were able to install Visual Studio 2022 on our system, and hopefully, you guys also were able to install it. So, here in this video, we will start our Visual Studio, and we will go through some of the most commonly used options that are available and that are going to help us during the development phase. So here I have VS 2022 pinned to my taskbar. I'm gonna click it. This is the splash screen. Okay, here it's asking me to either open an existing project or to open a new project. So I will create a new project. Yes, definitely I will be starting with a console application because this is the most lightweight application here, and it would be very handy to explain the concepts to you all in our upcoming videos. Click on that or double click on that. We will name we will see uh, project 1. Then we'll press next. Okay, by default it's selected .NET 6, and that's the latest version that we have in .NET framework. But still, if you guys want to work on some other versions as well, this is the .NET 5 is the current version that is selected in my system, and this is the LTS version. So you can either go with 3.1, 5.0 or 6.0. Just to note one thing, that 3.1 belongs to .NET Core, and these two versions belong to .NET framework. Okay, there's a difference. We will do a separate video for that, but here I will select, for example, let's start with .NET 5 and create it. In this video, our main purpose of this video is not to go for the which framework to select. Instead, we have to get to know about the controls that are available in Visual Studio and how to use them. Okay, so this is basically the interface that we have for a Visual Studio software. This is common amongst most of the Visual Studio versions, except for the code is entirely different. And okay, so let's start with some basic options that are available. This thing right here is called the Solution Explorer. It will show all of the project files or the solution files. If you have multiple projects, all projects would be visible here, and many projects could be part of a solution. So the solution would be on top, and projects would be nested inside it. Like here we have a solution project _1, which contains only one project, of which one is displayed here. It means that project 1 solution has one project, and that is project 1 itself. It has some dependencies and a program.cs file. We'll move into that later. Okay, this is the Solution Explorer. We'll be having all our files that we have in a project or solution that are part of a solution visible over here. After that, there's this home button. If you press home, it will, if you're somewhere else, it will bring back to here. Okay, then there's the sync with active document. You can just click on it and it will refresh the files over here. Okay, then we have where's the hide button? It's not visible here. Okay, here we have git changes option. If you were using git as a source control, then you can use this tab to connect your code to some git repository, or if you have a private git system, then you can also connect to your private system as well, as far as it supports git protocol. And you will get all the controls to push your changes to the server, to get the latest changes from the server, and to merge your code with some with the changes that someone else has done, with your own changes. It's basically a source control. We will also discuss this later on. Okay, over here of these all bars, we have back and forward button. Okay, so if we go here and if we open something else and go to some other place, like if we have many files opened up here, like if we have program.cs twice, so or either we go into this write line function over here. So we are in some unknown file and we don't know how to go back to the point where we moved here, so we will press back button and we will be back to where we started. Okay, we have the file option here. This option is for creating new projects, repository files. Then we have the open option. We can open existing solutions, website, or a folder. Okay, close solution option to close this solution. This one will close the window as well. This one will close the solution. This one will exit the entire Visual Studio. If we use this solution will be closed, but Visual Studio will stay open. Okay, this is for saving the program file that is currently active in our editor. This is for saving all the active files that are that has some changes, and you one click that and all of the files would be saved with the changes. And we have print options, we barely use them. Then we have edit. We have all these edit controls, like all of the tools we have used previously, or you guys must have used, like Paint or MS Word or Excel. These options are common for the edit option. For the view, we have many views, like Solution Explorer that we have just discussed. It's appearing over here, and we have Git changes, Server Explorer, Team Explorer, and many more. Here in the build or the project section, we have the option to add multiple classes and any other items. If we want to add to our solution or project, we can add it from here. Also, we can add it from here as well. Okay, we can press click on the project and go to add and select the relevant thing that we want to add. So okay, after this we have this debug tab. This is the tab that we are mostly using. Here we have the option for start debugging. That's the same option that we have here. Okay, here, sorry, this is the one just to run and not debug. Okay, sorry. Here in the build section we have options for build, rebuild, clean, and for the individual projects we have clean and build and rebuild as well. So this is a question for most of the students that ask that what's the difference between cleaning, rebuilding, and building. So basically if you just press build solution, so if you have multiple projects in your solution, it will just build the one that is not up to date. Okay, so like there previously there were 4 projects, all of them were built, but 3 of them were successful and 1 failed. So if you put some changes in, or even if it's not failed, if there is some changes that you have just made and some X project, that's the fourth one, and you press build, then all of the assemblies that were generated in the last run from the other three projects will remain the same, and the fourth one will be generated again, only the one that you have changed. If you press rebuild, then all of the assemblies will be built again, all of the from all the projects that are part of the solution. Okay, and for the cleaning solution, if you press clean solution, it will clean up all the existing assemblies from the bin folder, so that there is a fresh set of assemblies when we build it. So if we press clean and build, or we press rebuild, it's more or less the same, but most of the times we have to clean the solution, and rebuild doesn't work well. So here we have these three handy options, and they are very useful. I might create a separate video for this. Let's see. After that, we have some tools and extensions and window and help options over here. Okay. The best thing is that if you're confused somewhere, or you can't find something that I've mentioned, or you have read somewhere, you read something that there is that option and you don't know where to get it from, so you can just come here to the Visual Studio, open your Visual Studio, and then start typing here. This is the search bar, and it's a very good search bar. It searches each and every section of the Visual Studio editor. Basically, let's see if I can find some settings to increase the font size of this editor. So I'll just type in increase font. Okay, see here we have this setting available in environment and font and colors, that will help us to increase the font size. Okay, we'll click on that. We have this settings opened, and we can just increase the font size from 10 to 15, and then press OK. Boom. So here you can see the font is changed, and we can use this. Is a very handy option over here, so you can use it for many purposes. You can search any kind of options if they're available in Visual Studio from here, if you don't know where to get it from. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button, and don't forget to leave a comment, because your feedback matters, and we will try to improve things for the upcoming videos. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you. Bye.